Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience. So glad you're with us. Look, I don't know what you're struggling with. I don't know what you came here with, what you're listening or tuning in with, watching with. But I know this. I know you have a potential on the inside that has not been reached. And we want to help you reach your potential and become the best version of you. On this show, we want to give you the tools and strategies to live longer and to live stronger. Because it doesn't matter if you're 20 years old or 20 years young or 90 years young, you've got life left in you. And if you haven't scratched the surface, we're going to teach you about the discipline and the tools that you can have so you don't have regrets in your life later on. Why? Because that matters. Your health is your greatest wealth. And our habits determine our health. If you have bad health, you've got bad habits. There's no other way around it. And so nobody to point the finger at but you. But guess what? We know for a fact that if you make changes in your life, the way you think and the way you do things, that you can completely turn your life around, turn your health around, and the body you have today, if you make choices or changes and you make new choices, is not the body you're going to have tomorrow. I know that's good news for you. It's good news for me. I've lived on that principle for a very long time. And if I've ever messed up or done things or let my body get in a certain place, I can know I've just got to make some changes and turn the rudder just a little bit, and I can make the changes that I need to go to the next level with my health and my life. And I do that every single day. That's what I teach you how to do. Now, you can always go to the phones. You can give us a call, 888-283-7272, or go to the website. And by the way, I'm giving away my book for free. Hardback copy. You can get a copy of that. Go to the website. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. We'll give it to you for free to be a blessing to you. All right, let's go to Geraldine. Hi, Geraldine. Welcome to the show.
I was calling about my oxygen, and they got me on oxygen 24 hours a day. And I wonder what to do that I can get off of that oxygen.
Well, sweetheart, let me tell you this. I don't know your situation, and I don't know who's there to help you or any of that. But I would talk to your physician who's got you on that oxygen and ask what they allow you to do. Because with oxygen, it just depends, and everybody's different in their mobility levels, and I don't know your conditions and your history and all of that. But oxygen is increased with movement. And one thing we have learned, even if it's COPD, okay, one thing we've learned is that if you can increase your movement, if you can get up and walk around a lot, and not have to sit around and lay around all day, if you can move around a lot, then you can improve. And that's the key that you want to look at when you're dealing with oxygen is what can I do to get my body moving, to increase the oxygen levels on its own. Movement increases oxygen, okay? And it allows the body to regenerate in that way. So, yes, it increases CO2, but it also increases oxygen within the cells. So, I would find out how you can get moving more, because what you don't want to do right now is just be laying around on oxygen if you don't have to be. If you are, then, again, you want to make sure your eating habits are really, really good. Okay, look at your B12 levels. Have them look at your iron levels. Make sure you got good absorption in the gut. Plenty of vegetables, dark leafy greens, all of those kind of things, fruits and vegetables, a lot. And eat enough calories. It's another thing. A lot of times when you get into a place where you need oxygen, you're not moving, then you cut down your calories. And remember, your body needs food to make new cells. And if you're not giving it the raw materials that it needs, you're not going to be able to go in the right direction. I would start there. Make sure, check on your level of mobility and what they will allow you to do. That's the real big starting point in this game, because you have to know, you have to be able to see at what level you can move the body. When you move, you win. Okay, when we sit around all day long, that's when the body deteriorates and it goes backwards. So that's why movement is key, and it gets us going in the right direction, in the right place, so that we can thrive and not just barely make it. And I want to see you make it. Make sure to get my copy of my book. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. We'll send you a copy to be a blessing to you and encouragement to you to get the next level with your health and your life. So glad you're with us. 888-283-7272. I'm Dr. Asa, and this is the Dr. Asa Show. Go to drasashow.com and check us out. You want to send me an email. All my social media is at Dr. Asa, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that. If you have asked questions, you can always ask your health questions there if you miss us here on the show, or you can call the show, 888-283-7272. And if you don't make it in, because the lines do get full sometimes, then you can always, we'll make sure you get your question answered. If you want it done in private, just tell us, hey, kind of want this in private, don't really want to be on the show, but I've got a question about whatever, diabetes, weight loss, whatever it is. Okay? We're here to help you, though. We want to see you thrive, become the best version of you. All right, let's get on, and I want to talk about something for just a minute. Let's talk about peptides. People ask a lot about these things called peptides, and it's a new form of therapy in regenerative medicine that is coming on board. You're going to see it a lot more. My new book that's going to be coming out, another new book coming out, is going to be talking about peptides. Peptides are kind of a new area in medicine. Peptides are nothing but proteins. They are amino acids structured in a certain way that help do certain things for performance in the body. For example, they can help target and heal damaged tissue. They can help the body release better hormones like testosterone, estrogen, or growth hormone, or IGF-1, which are the repairing hormones of the body that allow muscles to repair so you sleep better, so you can do better. That's one of the main things that we have to do is look at that. And then the other thing, too, is the peptides are completely natural. Sometimes they're made in a lab, but they're making natural version of these things. They're proteins. And so athletes are doing really well with them. And they're not steroids or anything like that. They are actually peptides in regenerative medicine that go in and help regenerate the body. So people are asking, are they okay? Are they okay? If you're under a doctor's supervision and they think that you need it, after doing lab work and figuring out exactly what your body needs, then yes, it's a great way to go. But that's one of the things that you really got to look at is when you're looking at longevity, the research now that's coming out is amazing on what we can do to get to the next level and thrive and to give the body to go longer and go stronger. And it all starts, look, you can't take peptides and not eat well and exercise, get good rest. They're just a tool. But peptides have got really good research behind them. We're learning more about them every single day. There's some bad ones, but there's a whole list of good ones too. And you really want to get to a place where you thrive and don't just barely make it, but you get to a place where you can really do well. And that's why I just want to talk about it. And I'll get into it more in the shows and definitely with articles and whatnot on the website. But the peptides are something that we should all look into, and you're going to see more of that. It's just coming on board. They've been researching them for a while, but we're now seeing it come into more of the mainstream, and it's really good for the immune system too. Like there's certain peptides that boost the immune system and make, so somebody that's in their 70s or 80s or 90s can have a much stronger immune system if they haven't done the things they need to do to get to that point. So that's why the peptides are just really, really great as far as a new form of therapies, and they can be done in IV. So there's all kinds of administrations that can be done sublingual. They can do injections. There's all kinds of ways that your doctors are doing that. But these regenerative clinics, we have several. Our providers are providers in those, and we have some stem cell clinics that have the regenerative therapies. Look, I'm a huge fan. And as someone that loves to max out life in every area, it's just given us hope. I mean, there's so many new things, which I'll bring up to you here on the forefront. So if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and you're looking to max out life and get more out of life so you can have more energy and more vitality and more mobility, then this is where we're going to be talking about that here. It's going to be part of the conversation and really with everything we do.
If you're looking for increased strength, increased endurance, and better recovery, then look no further than an all-natural nutritional supplement called creatine hydrochloride. Concrete is the brand, and it's the most absorbable form of creatine hydrochloride found today. Now, creatine is not just for athletes. You've probably heard that before, but creatine hydrochloride is for the everyday person looking to improve their health. Listen, I started taking creatine in college when I was a strength and conditioning coach at Florida State University. And I've taken it ever since my college years. And it's made a massive difference in my life. Everything in my body, I believe, is functioning better because of creatine. Creatine hydrochloride I've moved over to using Concrete, and it is the best form of creatine on the market. Concrete creatine hydrochloride is available at most Walmart stores and on Walmart.com or any store that carries nutritional supplements. Just make sure to look for Concrete brand creatine hydrochloride and watch your endurance, your strength, and your recovery and your immune system get boosted today.
find out more, connect with On Call Radio online at InShapeNetwork.com.
If you're not taking our multivitamin or you're getting your vitamins somewhere else, you better be getting your vitamins from us. We've got some of the best vitamins on the planet. I help formulate them. They are whole food based. They have no fillers, no binders, and they're made with complete vegetables as the capsules, so the body gets 100% absorption in everything that we do. But you can check that out at the website. I just want to say that if you haven't got a free copy of my book, we're giving it to you away completely free. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. It has the anti-inflammatory diet in it that tells you exactly what to eat. Equal amounts of lean protein sources, chicken, fish, beef, or eggs, low glycemic carbohydrates in the form of fruits and vegetables, and good healthy fats. Almonds, walnuts, cashews, avocados, all the foods that you need and the ones you have to stay away from. It has those all listed out to get you on your health journey so you know exactly the way to go. That's what we want to do by giving you this book away for free. myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com, and we'll send you a copy. And also, if you're not getting your vitamins from us, I tell you this all the time, support the show. Support what we're doing so we can go further and go far. We've got our own nutrition company that has complete whole food multivitamins. Get your multivitamin. I know you're taking a multivitamin. You might as well be getting it from us to support everything that we're doing. It'll help you, your family, your loved ones, and your friends. Just go to the website, drasashow.com. You can find all the info there. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. I'm so glad you're with us. This is the Dr. Asa Show. I'm Dr. Asa. You can go to drasashow.com. We want to help you go to the next level with your health and with your life, no matter what you're struggling with. If the body can get sick, it can also get well. Lifestyle is the medicine. Our health is determined by habits. So no matter what you're doing, what you're stuck with, what you have, if doctors diagnosed you with something, diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, fibromyalgia, whatever it is, great or small, know that whatever you got into this thing with, however you gain the weight, whatever, you can radically change your habits and get the kind of health that you're looking for. But it comes down to the choices that you make every single day. I can't do this for you. Your friends, your family members, your coworkers, no one can take responsibility of your health for your health, but you have to do that. All right, let's get on the phones and go with Art. Hi, Art. Welcome.
I got to lose weight. I like that down-to-earth approach there, even orange. Or squeeze some lemon juice into your iced tea, or,
That's right.
Any green pepper's got high vitamin C, yeah? Cool. But I want to know, generic green tea, is that good? Can you just generic? It's got to be special organic or something like that. Can I just go ahead and buy generic store brand green tea and get the same result?
Yeah, green tea. Let me tell you right now, green tea is probably one of my top health foods on the planet. It is something that I drink every single day. I never miss. Do you know the Japanese, which are the biggest green tea drinkers in the world? They are some of the healthiest people in the world. And they have because green tea, they found that just a cup of green tea, I think it was like 8 ounces a day, a cup of green tea every single day cuts down around, I believe it's 65% reduction in all cancers across the board. Not just like one cancer, all cancers across the board. And so what you have to understand is that something as simple as these foods like green tea, by switching out your coffee with green tea every single day, look at the benefits that you're getting. It's not hard. It's really not. So I drink green tea a lot. Matter of fact, anytime I have an option or opportunity to do green tea, I drink it. Every single morning when I wake up, the first thing I drink. People do their like water, lemon thing. Well, I do water, but it's green tea. And I drink that with lemon. First thing when I get up, every single day. I don't ever miss. Hydrates the body. Well, what about the caffeine? It's got 15 milligrams in a cup. That's nothing. And plus, we know that caffeine is really good for you. It actually stimulates the frontal lobe of the brain. They're saying that up to 300 milligrams of caffeine every single day actually extends life. So why would you not use caffeine? I think that's, unless you've got some kind of issue with high blood pressure, but 15 milligrams of caffeine is not going to do that. It's only going to help you. So the benefits that you're getting out of green tea is immense. Immense. You're going to increase the body. And here's what they found about green tea. When people drink green tea every single day, they actually decrease their waistline. It burns fat naturally. Green tea extract coming from the actual leaves themselves burn fat. The people that drink green tea had slimmer waistlines that people did not. So we know that it actually helps burn the fat on the body in a major way. So green tea all the way around. Yes, it helps lose weight, but it helps with all kinds of health benefits along the way. So I want to encourage you, if you're not a tea drinker, or if you're looking for a kind of tea to drink, green tea is definitely the way to go. Thanks for that question. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Give us a call or go to the website. Go to drasashow.com. If you don't have a free copy of my book, make sure to get a copy. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. We're giving it to you for free. Why? Because we want to help you. It's got the anti-inflammatory diet in it, so it can help you thrive and do better, make better food choices, better lifestyle choices to become the best version of you. We want to see you thrive, make it, and do well and not be stuck. Because I think a lot of people today are stuck. And there's so much information out there that you really don't know where to turn. And you don't know what diet's better and which one you should eat and which one you should stay away from, what foods to eat, what to drink. How should I exercise 3 days a week, 6 days a week, for an hour, 30 minutes, 20 minutes? I mean, the list goes on and on. There's so much information. We got to have a place where we can just bring it all home. You know, and this is a place where we bring it all home and make it simple. So glad you're with us. 888-283-7272. That's the number. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show. Go to drasashow.com. We want to see you thrive, live the best life that you can, live longer and live stronger, and become the best version of you. Because at the end of the day, we want to see you. I want to see you win. Like if you're a grandparent, I want to see you win. If you're a great-grandparent, I want to see you out there running with your great-grandkids. Don't wuss out. The older we get, you cannot sit around and lay around. I believe this, and I'm setting like some new goals and new standards. I think if you're over the age of 50, you need to be exercising 6 days a week. I think really 40, but I'm going to give you 50. At the age of 50, you need to be exercising 6 days a week, minimum. If you can go 7, do something 7, but do not sit around. I think if you can do 2 workouts a day, even better. And I've got a new program coming out where it's going to be 2 workouts a day, you don't miss, for 67 days, and it's a challenge to people because I believe you can do more. You can do more than you believe you can. I promise you. You haven't even scratched the surface of what you were designed to be, to do, and to have. And you've got so much more inside of you, but until you realize that, until you understand that, you're going to be stuck where you are.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today. Did you know that you can listen to the Asa RX audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
To find out more, visit the show online, InShapeNetwork.com.
And health is determined by habits. So if you've got blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, depression, whatever it is, you're going to be stuck there until you change your habits. Because I want you to know something, that I'm just going to tell you this. Unless it's something that's highly genetic, you have done this to you. You are not always overweight. Somebody that's 500 pounds, it's not like one day you became 500 pounds. There was a point you were 250 pounds thinking, man, we need to back this thing down a little bit, right? And then it got to 300 pounds, and then to 350, and then to 400. So there's emotional reasons why you've gained all that weight. So if you're overweight right now, there are emotional reasons why you're that way. You have made really bad decisions to put yourself in that position. It's not hormones. Now, your hormones may be jacked up, but they're jacked up because of all the weight you gained. It's thrown all the systems off in your body. But I've got good news. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that to prick you, okay? Because somebody needs to. Because, you know, it's like one of those things, we've been saying obese and overweight, and we're playing patty cake. You know, you want me to play patty cake with you or tell you you're fat? Because the fatness that you have on your body is going to cause disease. And I don't like using that word. Health challenges is my favorite way to say all that. But we know for a fact that like 75%, 80% of all health challenges are caused by being overweight and obesity. And that if you would lose the weight, and if you would drop the weight, and get out of the obesity category into the overweight category, and get out of the overweight category into the normal category, that health improves, outcomes improve, medicine drops off, and you get back to where you need to be. So on this show, we want to help you do that. That's why I'm giving you my book for free. Go to myfreehealthbook.com, myfreehealthbook.com, and get a copy of that, because we want to see you thrive and make it. And if you're not getting your vitamins from us, look, get your multivitamin from us. Dump wherever you're getting it from. I don't care who it is, and get it from us. Ours is the best. It is 100%. So go to draceshow.com, get your multivitamin. It doesn't cost hardly anything, $20, something like that. But don't be taking synthetic garbage. Get the kind of quality that your body needs. You're getting the information with what you need for your body. Make sure to get the right kind of vitamins. Support our show with what we're doing. We're taking this message out further. It's unbelievable the doors that God has opened for multiple networks, multiple TV shows, radio shows, podcasts, and new shows in development. So it has been an absolute blessing. I love what I do. We've been doing this for a long time, and I plan on continuing to do this for a long time to help you go to the next level with your health in your life. And look, it all starts with you. You are the reason why we're here. You're the reason why I'm here. You're the reason why I get up and push, because I want to be better for my family, for God, for you. And I know that if I can set that example, then you, your kids, anybody that comes into our circle here will know that more is possible. And that is my real underlying passion. So glad you're with us. This show is about you. It's about your health, and it's about your life. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show. Go to drasashow.com. Everything you need is right there. Give us a call, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. We'll make you part of the show. You've got questions? Hey, I've got answers. Give us a call. Hey, if you make it part of the show, great. If not, if you want it done in private, we can answer that as well. Send us an email. And also on all social media, everything's at Dr. Asa, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of them. Okay, if you want me to do a Cameo, I'm on Cameo. So go to Cameo. If you want me to send out like a health challenge or a tip or an encouragement or whatever, I'm on Cameo now as well. We're everywhere. So we're with you no matter what you're struggling with. We want to help you get better, live longer, live stronger. Oh, and also, we want to see you thrive and not just barely make it. We want to see you really make it, because you have a potential on the inside of you that I guarantee you, I know, actually I don't just say it like this. I know without a shadow of a doubt, you haven't tapped into it. Okay? You haven't. And you're given so much with your health, and if you just stay where you are, you're never gonna get there. So if you stay in the depression and the woe is me, if you stay 30 pounds overweight, if you stay in the same job, if you sit at your desk all day, if your energy levels are going to get lower and lower, if you make terrible food choices because you don't know what to do, if you're in any of those places, get a copy of my book. It's absolutely free. I'll send it to you. It's my best-selling book, hardback copy. Okay, it tells you everything you need to know from A to Z with health. It gets you on your journey, and it starts with the anti-inflammatory diet. Look, I want to help you get there. If you haven't joined our health club, do that as well. All that's on the website, and I just want to see you make it. That's the key. All right, let's go to the phones. We've got people lined up. Let's go to Juanita. Juanita, what's your health challenge?
I'm having a gastrology problem with diarrhea. If you could give me some tips on what to do. Whatever I eat, I have diarrhea.
All right. So you're having a lot of diarrhea. One of the main things you got to look at, especially in something like this, get to your physician so they can do some testing, because this is not something that you just want to wing it and do some grandma remedy on this whole deal. All right. Because diarrhea you could not be absorbing. Your gut could not be healthy. You could be in a position where the bacteria are not in the right position, meaning the good bacteria versus the bad bacteria in your gut microbiome, which is the environment of the gut. Okay. That could be completely off. If you've taken or antibiotics for anything, you've always got to replenish the gut with probiotics. Okay. Because if you get to a place where you've taken a lot of antibiotics, it strips all the good and the bad out of there. And then it puts your gut in an environment where it's not healthy. So you definitely don't want to do that. All right, that's one thing. The other thing is to figure out what kind of foods you're eating. Are you eating foods that your body's allergic to or doesn't handle well or process well? Do you have a lot of inflammation in the gut? All these things have to be answered to make sure that your body is in the right direction of what it needs. So we've got to figure that out. That's one of the main things we've really got to get into and understand and know. And that's why I would start with the anti-inflammatory diet. Get a copy of my book, myfreehealthbook.com. Just get started with that. And look, if you want, you can go to our website. Go to drasashow.com. and go to the website, and you can easily find right there. I've got online video courses that are about 2 minutes each that teach you on all these different topics. It's really, really great. It's part of our health club. And so if you go in and join the health club, it teaches you in detail exactly what to do, what labs to get, what to do, what foods to eat. I mean, you literally can watch these videos, go right into your kitchen and completely transform the way you're doing things, or get into a new exercise routine, or get your body going in the right direction. It lays everything out for you in our health club. If you just go to the website and look up clinic or health club, it's got everything there that you need to get everything that you need. So that's the best way I know how to put it. But yeah, the diarrhea thing, again, there's several things that it could be, but you've got to get your eating habit. You got to get your eating right. Like that's the root cause of whatever's causing that, whether it's a bacteria, whether it's a parasite, or it's fungal related or yeast related. There's an imbalance in the gut microbiome, and that has to be corrected. And the inflammation has to be taken out of the body in one way or the other. So that's a good place to start. The anti-inflammatory diet in my book, myfreehealthbook.com. We'll send it to you for free. Always a good place to start. 888-283-7272. You can call me anytime. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show. Go to drasashow.com, and we'll do whatever we can to help you get to the next level with your health in your life. Remember, we want to help you reach your potential. Health is determined by your habits. Nothing else. It's not what grandma and grandpa passed down. And believe me or not, the science is there. The science. We always hear about the science. I think there's times you didn't want to hear about the science, right? Especially recently. But the science tells us, research tells us, that we can completely alter our DNA and our genetics. Okay? 100%. So if you change your thinking, you change your eating, you change your exercise routine, your sleep habits, your water habits, hydration habits, you can completely change your body. 100%. And so if you were fat and overweight, you could be thin and lean. If your brain was foggy, you can have clear thinking. So there's so much that you can do to reprogram your body and do well. And that's a new study of epigenetics, and it's now in a field called longevity medicine. And we're looking at regenerative medicine. We're looking at it in a way that longevity, living longer, regenerating the body, allowing it to thrive. There's so much more we know now. Okay, and it all starts with our choices. Health is determined by habits. And we want to help you make great habits. That's why we're here. Let's get on the phone and go with Gladys. Hi, Gladys.
Hello, I'm calling. I have a granddaughter that don't like to eat. What can I give her to eat?
Oh, my goodness. Welcome to children and grandchildren, right? And so when they only eat things like French fries and mac and cheese, like what do you do? There's a lot of different trains of thought. I think the great thing that you start with, because the whole thing of like, if they don't eat dinner, then you don't get to eat, and then they're starving, and then that's just like not right. You can't do that. I know people that do that. You can't do that. You have to go through and get really, really smart with it and figure out the things they do like. So, for example, if they only like mac and cheese, right, they make organic, gluten-free, made with brown rice, mac and cheese. Now, it's not old school mac and cheese that you've probably made for her that he or she loves, but you can find alternatives. And what you're going to have to do is she may say, well, this mac and cheese isn't good as the other mac and cheese. Okay, but this is the mac and cheese we have. She'll learn to like that mac and cheese. And then you start introducing in different foods, okay? And if she doesn't like to eat, if you'll give her foods that she does like, then she will eat. Now, the other side of the coin, as you're working through all that, and again, if you go to my website and you look at I've got a lot of articles that are written on this very subject. One other thing you've got to look at, though, is if there is any form of emotional instability in the family, like if their parents have got issues, or if there's a lot of anxiety or pain, anything that could be disrupting the emotional environment of that child, you want to look into that, whether it's counseling or child psychologist or whatever. Because a lot of times, if a child stops eating, there's something going on in here or in here, in the way they feel, their soul. You want to get that looked at, because that's a big driving force of kids. Kids are pretty simple. Like, they eat when they're feeling good. They eat all the time. They sleep a lot. They're happy. They laugh. When you see a child that stops eating, sleeps all the time, retreats and just wants to play video games and be on their phone and that's it, okay, you've got major issues at that point.
Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Asa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to liveO2.com. That's liveO2.com.
Connect with On-Call Radio and watch On-Call TV at InShapeNetwork.com.
So it's not, sometimes it could be a medical issue. You have to be constipated. There could be issues in the gut where it's just not moving right. They don't drink enough water, so they're not having bowel movements, and they don't get hungry. So you got to dive into all of that. But if there's anything that you know that could be emotional, you have to tackle that first, because 9 times out of 10, 99% of the time, that's the root cause, especially with kids, especially the younger they are. Because certain parts of the brain hasn't developed where you can process and emotionally process, so certain parts of the body shut down. That's why kids sometimes hold their poop in and they don't go to the bathroom because they're stressed. And so it's a form of control. So dive into that. It'll help. I want to see you thrive. More than anything else, I want to see you go to the next level with your health and with your life. This is the Dr. Asa Show. I'm Dr. Asa. Go check us out, drasa.com. So much is going on right now. We're hearing about building the immune system, and we're also hearing some things about what can we do when there's a bad water supply, right, which is happening right now in certain areas of the country. What do you do when all the water supply is shut down? Well, there's certain things you have to do. Number one is there's certain filtration systems that everybody should have for emergencies like this. I think Berkeley is the brand. Well, there's other brands, but Berkeley's a well-known brand that make these water filtration systems, like for people that go camping, and you can pretty much put river water in it or lake water in it, and it's got these natural filters in it that right on the spot filters through all the bad stuff, the impurities and the toxins, and it makes it pure drinking water. So it turns nasty water into drinking water. Well, for crises that are currently going on in some parts of the country, it's a great thing to have. So having a water filtration system that you can use on emergencies is one of the best things you can do. Now, you can, of course, go buy bottled water and get those types of systems. But even if you have a whole house water filtration system built into your house, a lot of times it may not have the strength of what it would be if you're in a crisis where you can't really be drinking the tap water or the city water or the county water. So that's something to look at, the filtration systems with water supplies. It's a big deal. You go to our website. I've got articles about that. But Berkeley is a really good name, and they don't sponsor our show. I'm just throwing that out there because I know I've used their products, and they're really, really good. Probably should have a sponsorship with them. Matter of fact, Berkeley, we need to have a conversation. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Hey, if you're not getting your multivitamin from us, our vitamins, we've got an entire nutritional line that we have. Make sure to get your multivitamin from us at least. Everybody's taking a multivitamin. If you're not getting your probiotics and fish oil and Foundational 4, you can get that from us too. Support the show, though. We hope you will. Go to drasashow.com, and we can get you connected there. And look, I'm giving you a copy of my book for free, 100%. We'll just send it to you. You got to pay for the shipping. That's it. Hardback copy sent right to your door so you can get started with your health and your journey of what you need to do, because sometimes you just need to know better. If you have the information, health is determined by habits. You just need the information every single day. That's the key. 888-283-7272. Give us a call. Let's go to Eileen. Hi, Eileen.
My husband has MS, and he's depressed all the time, and you're talking about dementia. So I'm just wondering, what can we do?
So with dementia, one of the things you've got to look at, and this is really, really important, but with dementia, potentially, in MS, you've got to look down, of course, with the nervous system, but neurotransmitters. So all the brain chemicals like dopamine, acetylcholine, serotonin, norepinephrine, epinephrine, they're all made in the gut. So all the brain chemicals are made in the gut first, then they go to the brain to be used. So a lot of these type things that we're seeing, even with like dementia, we're seeing with a low level of acetylcholine for a long period of time. And it's from over amounts of worry and stress put on the brain that depletes, and then the person doesn't get enough of that. So I would encourage you to have him first get a full checkup on the gut. So make sure the microbiome is healthy. The other thing to get looked at is a nutritional profile. So there's blood work that your medical doctor does, and that's great. It looks for systems. But someone needs to do nutritional work to look at the vitamins, minerals, trace minerals, fatty acids, cofactors that need to be looked at, which is the reason why the body's breaking down in the first place. So somebody needs to, with our providers can do that for you, by the way. If you need help, just give us a call, and our providers can help along the way with that. But that's one of the main things you've got to focus on, is getting a strategy together, because if his body's already got MS, we already know that. But if he's heading down the road of dementia, that's a whole different animal. And there are things you can do to stop that in its tracks or really slow it down if you have the right nutritional information and strategy versus going into it blindly. There's two ways to handle your body's nutrition. Blindly, just by winging it and hoping something works, or having a real strategy, looking at the blood work, knowing the values, knowing what you need. That is the key on how to win in this game. 888-283-7272. That's 888 283-7272. So glad you're with us. This is the show where your health is your greatest wealth. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show. Give us a call. Hey, if you want to send us an email, you can make that part of the show. You just send us an email and we can do that, or we can answer in private, whatever you need. If you haven't followed us on social media, everything is at Dr. Asa. Easy to find. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of them. Cameo. You want me to do a Cameo for you? I'm on Cameo. Find me on Cameo. I'll send you a video. Okay? For your family, your kids, your grandkids, your coworker. You know, people are using my Cameos right now for, like, you're sitting here listening or watching the show, and you know you've got like a family member, right? That because Cameo is a lot of times used for like birthdays and things like that. People are using Cameo right now for like you're like, man, I got to tell my mom or my grandmother, man, she needs to get with it. She needs to get fired up and ready. But she won't listen to you because you're family, right? She thinks you're nagging her. So what you do is go do a Cameo. I'll cut a video, and then I will get on her like white on rice, and I will like hammer home what you're wanting me to tell her. It's so much fun. I love this kind of stuff. 888-283-7272. Let's get on the phones and go with Brenda. Brenda, what is your health challenge?
Husband has PMR, polymyalgia rheumatica, and they give him prednisone was the only drug of choice they said they had for it. So I was wanting to know if he had any supplements they could recommend that he take that might help him.
Yeah, PMR, I tell you, the first place you got to start with that, first place, is getting the inflammation out of the body. Hands down, it is number one in this sort of thing that you got to figure out. So get blood work done, find out what the nutritional deficiencies actually are. Remember, medical tests have already been done, and he's still in the same predicament. So the question behind the question is always getting the nutritional deficiencies figured out by a peak baseline nutritional test that we do. All of our providers do that. We can check the baseline and find out the vitamins, minerals, trace minerals, fatty acids, and cofactors that the body needs. So you start there. And then the anti-inflammatory diet, which is in my book, which I'm giving away for free. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. Get a copy of that, hardback copy. We'll send it to you so you can get on your health journey and get started, because getting the inflammation out of the body, number one, finding out what the nutritional deficiencies are, number two, so that you have a strategy and you know what foods to couple around that, what foods to eat, which ones to stay away from. Like, that is the root cause of how you win the game in this. So fatty acids are going to be a really important piece of this too with PMR. So you want to look at things like cod liver oil is one of my favorites, especially if you've got to have deep level work with this. Cod liver oil, tablespoon a day, is typically normal for most adults, sometimes more. It's got high levels of vitamin A, natural occurring vitamin D in it. That's why it's so good. And it helps the body just recover and regenerate in so many different ways. I would also look at IV therapy. Okay, at a lot of our clinics, part of our health system, we use IV therapy. So IV administered vitamins and minerals, cofactors, that trace minerals that we can use to invigorate the body fast. I mean, the thing about IV therapy is it bypasses the digestive system and gets into the system fast and really can make a great difference. So one thing I know is that your husband has the opportunity to definitely live better.
Did you know you could listen to the ASA RX audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the ASA RX audio experience with others and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.